small step for man, one giant leap for college radio.
You're listening to 90.3 WMSC, Upper Montclair, New Jersey.
Good morning, everyone, on this sunny May day. Wait, it's April, cold and rainy out?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're listening to The Morning Buzz.
To the Morning Buzz.
To the Morning Buzz.
The
The Morning Buzz on 90.3.
90.3. 90.3.
90.3 WMSC.
WMSC.
WMSC, Upper Montclair.
Upper Montclair, New Jersey.
Say that during the show. I'm reading tunes.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Tuesday Morning Buzz. As you can tell, I didn't have an intro prepared. I just have a funky Hawaiian shirt on. This is what happens when you go home for the weekend during Easter. You come back with this. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Looks good on you, Kyle.
Our radio listeners very intrigued by the concept of a funky shirt.
I'm too based on visual gags to be on radio.
I don't think you're based. I'm
That is not what I meant.
No. It's awesome. It's a cool look for you.
Thank you. Today is not the day to be wearing this. It is cold outside.
Yeah, no, it is. I tried to go for a summer look today as well, and it didn't. A hoodie had to be hastily added in.
Oh yeah, my winter jacket is in the office.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to Tuesday Morning Buzz. I'm your host, Kyle Pepitone, joined with my co-host, Jacob Goetz, who
Good
was
morning.
the other voice you were hearing, newscaster Aiden Ivers, sportscaster Tanner Price, and segment host Emily McCormack. Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing?
Very tired.
I'm doing all right. I didn't get to have any coffee or any breakfast, but
No Pop-Tarts?
no Pop-Tarts, unfortunately, not today.
Lame.
No coffee is the one that hits
Yeah.
the hardest right now, but luckily I'm doing all right. I think it should be fine.
That's good. Everyone else?
I was really
No.
tired when I woke up today, so I know I'll get 4 hours of sleep tomorrow
Nice.
because that's what happens.
Cool. Well, we've got a show prepared for you today. We got news about mask mandates, New Jersey Hall of Fame, headaches, all the good stuff you really want to hear about in the morning. But before all of that, we have Aiden Ivers with our newscast. Aiden, take it away.
Thank you, Kyle. Good morning, everybody. My name is Aiden Ivers, coming at you live from 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair after about 3 days of stuffing ourselves with food and being here today on this really rainy, chilly day. I think it's safe to say we're getting back into it. So let's get right into the news. In national news, on top of this chilly weather we also got a nor'easter on our hands. According to NBC.com, a nor'easter has caused people who live from the Appalachian Mountains to around upstate New York to be under a severe winter weather warning, with a designated area expected to have 5 to 10 inches of snowfall this morning. So I guess you could say we have what we could work with this weather. It's great that it's not 5 inches of snow. And in statewide news, according to NJ.com, New Jersey reported 901 new positive COVID tests after Easter weekend, with 4 new COVID deaths, and the state's 7-day confirmed case range yesterday was up 161% from just 1 month ago. And in local news, according to Montclair Local, Mountainside Hospital off Bay Avenue has become recognized in its commitment to the equitable treatment and public commitment to LGBTQ visitors, team members, and patients, end quote, after receiving the leader title from the Human Rights Campaign Foundation. And in weather, as I was saying before, today's a chilly day with a high of 51 and a low of 40 under cloudy skies. Emily should be very happy about that. With the usual wind reaching wind gusts as well, followed by a surprisingly warmer Wednesday with a high 60, low 41 with sunny skies. And Thursday we'll have another 60-degree day with a high of 63 and a low of 50 with cloudy skies. And into the weekend, we'll have a high of a sunny 73 and a low of 46 on Friday, a high of 57 and a low of 46 on Saturday to commemorate Vinylthon.
I know
on
what shirt I'm wearing.
And on Sunday, we'll have a high of 61 and a low of 47 with mostly cloudy skies. This has been your hour 1 newscast and weather forecast here, 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Back to you, Kyle.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're already behind schedule. No time for an introduction. Tanner, take it away with the sports.
Yesterday, the Mets and Giants were set to start a 4-game series, but then, whammy, Mother Nature intervened and the game was postponed. The teams will play a doubleheader today starting at 3:10 p.m. Game 1 will feature Tyler McGill facing off against Alex Cobb, and Game 2 is a marquee pitching matchup between Max Scherzer and Logan Webb. The Yankees travel to Detroit tonight for the start of a 3-game set. Garrett Cole takes the bump for the 3rd time this season for the Yanks. Lefty Tyler Alexander is the starter for the Tigers. Game starts at 6:40 p.m. The Browns were in the news for something good yesterday until they weren't. First, the good. Cleveland yesterday signed star cornerback Denzel Ward to a 5-year deal worth $100.5 million, making him the highest paid cornerback in the NFL, surpassing the Rams' Jalen Ramsey. Now the bad. Per Sports Illustrated, the NFL is launching an investigation to determine if the Browns intentionally lost games in 2016 and 2017 to get a higher draft pick. This coming after former coach Hugh Jackson alleged in February that the Browns paid him to lose games. Similar to what the Miami Dolphins were accused of by former head coach Brian Flores as part of his racial discrimination lawsuit. The Rangers return to action tonight as they prepare for the playoffs. They will try to ground the Winnipeg Jets at the Garden. The game starts at 7 p.m. The Rangers also learned yesterday that forward Capo Caco will be week to week with a leg injury that he suffered Saturday versus Detroit. Caco had just returned from a hand injury that kept him out for 31 games. He had scored twice since his return. The Islanders take on the Florida Panthers tonight at 7:30. The Devils defeated the Vegas Golden Knights last night by a final score of 3-2. In the NBA playoffs, the 76ers took a 2-0 series lead on the Raptors. The Mavericks tied the series at 1 against the Jazz, and the Warriors took a 2-0 series lead on the Nuggets. Tonight, the Heat face the Hawks in Game 2. The Grizzlies host the Timberwolves in Game 2, and the Suns and Pelicans play Game 2 of their series. Yesterday, it was announced that 4 NFL quarterbacks will be on this year's version of the match. The 2v2 celebrity golf match will feature Buccaneers quarterback Tom Brady and Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers versus Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes and Bills quarterback Josh Allen. The event will take place on June 1st and will be broadcast on TNT. Kyle, back to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And moving into our top story today from USA Today, we beat COVID. Or did we?
Woo! We did it.
Hold up, Jake.
Oh, okay.
Let's read the article before we start celebrating.
Oh, word. Okay.
Although, I don't know, depending on where you stand, this could be some pretty good news. But a federal judge in Florida voided the national mask mandate covering airlines and other public transportation on Monday. The ruling allows companies to make their own decisions about mask requirements, with several airlines announcing they would drop the mandate, but New York City's public transit system planning to keep one in place. United American, Southwest, Delta, Alaska, and other airlines said they were dropping their face mask requirement effective immediately in response to the ruling. The mask mandate, announced over a year ago, had been set to expire on Monday, but the CDC announced that last week it would keep in place until May 3rd to allow more time to study the BA.2 Omicron subvariant of the coronavirus that is responsible for the majority of cases in the country. It was the mask mandate's 5th extension since the first time it was put into place. Passengers boarding flights late Monday are doing so without masks for the first time in nearly 2 years. It should be noted that airlines began requiring masks before the government did. New Jersey Transit also had lifted the mask mandate as well. Some sense of normalcy.
Yeah, I guess.
I get. See, the weird thing is, because I didn't know this. I didn't know airlines put the mandate into place before the government did.
No,
or not put
Yeah.
the mandate into place, but started requiring it
Mm-hmm.
prior to, the ruling system of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which kind of makes sense because originally it wasn't like a super enforced thing.
Yeah.
it was just kind of people going by their gut, by what they thought would keep them safe. Because I think at that point, I think people agreed that the virus was like, something scary that we should be trying to protect ourselves from.
Right.
But
For the longest time, it
Mhm.
was not like, I remember like earlier in 2020, it was all like, okay, that's overseas. We don't have to worry about it just yet.
Yep.
So it would make sense why the airlines would say, hey, just so we don't have to deal with this problem,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
cover your face.
That's a good point.
And well, that didn't work.
Yeah, I
'Cause
mean,
now we're here.
Well, they first got us on a boat, right? On the Japanese, the Diamond Princess. Remember that?
Yes.
No, I don't actually.
That was like, I think, one of the first large scale cases
Yeah.
where
Oh,
Americans
okay.
were
Cruise.
infected on a cruise ship.
that's
Um,
Wasn't it stuck at sea for?
Yeah, it was
They
stuck.
they didn't want them coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Please
yeah.
don't dock. Which makes sense, but no, it does make sense that transportation would have a certain kind of special reason to be scared of, which is kind of why this is such a big deal that they're not enforcing it anymore.
Yeah, which is interesting too, because of, excuse me, according to this, the government doesn't have anything, like has no say in that apparently, because it says they extended the mask mandate until May 3rd.
Mhm.
But at the same time, all these
I guess
airlines are dropping it.
I guess they don't because
International.
it's international.
That
I
makes
guess.
sense.
So, and if it goes on a state by state basis, it's going to be different.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to have to put on, if you're flying over Nebraska, are you gonna be able to take it off? And then if you fly over a different state, are you gonna have to put it back on?
Attention passengers, we are passing over New York City. Please put your mask on now.
Oh, we're flying.
Never
over,
mind, we're in Florida. You're free to do whatever you want.
We're flying over Delaware for a solid 2 minutes. Put your mask on, and then once we get to Virginia, you'll be able to take it off. Enjoy your flight.
They just install lights.
Yeah, it's
right
like
next to the seatbelt light is the mask light.
I was surprised that we had all these mandates lifted and these still weren't as well.
Yeah.
Like I was on a flight in February and it was still masks everywhere, and I was like, oh, huh. And then where I went to Las Vegas, and you never saw a mask in sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So,
weird.
yeah. And then same on I was surprised that it says in here that New Jersey Transit lifted the mask.
Yeah.
I was on a NJ. It must have been recently because I was on one like 2 weeks ago, and it was still keep your masks on. And they came around, and my dad was on a train.
Mask, please.
My dad was on a train like 2 months ago, and like they're like, we'll kick you off if you don't have it on.
We won't even stop.
Yeah,
We'll just kick you
They're
on a
like-
moving train.
Yeah, they just say
Well,
say
it
next stop.
says it.
Yeah.
It says it ended yesterday, so it probably
Oh, okay.
was. Yeah. But anyway, Jake, want to move on to the next one?
I suppose we could.
Cool.
Updates on the border. Migrants crossing the U.S. border is at an all-time high. The U.S.-Mexico border is at an all-time high in 2 decades. The United States is also expecting that number to increase in the future with the expected lifting of a pandemic-era order that turned away asylum seekers. Immigration authorities stopped migrants 221,000 times along the southwest border in March, which is a 33% increase from February. The number of migrant encounters has gone up nearly every month since President Joe Biden took office, which has resulted in many people questioning the president's strategy on its border control. The number of illegal crossings, or those outside official ports of entry, totaled around 200,000 in March, surpassing the previous high of Biden's presidency of like a little less set in July, and the highest level since March 2000 when it reached 220,000. U.S. authorities have expelled migrants more than 1.7 million times under Title 42 authority, named for the 1944 public health law using the threat of COVID-19 to deny migrants a chance to seek asylum as required under US law and international treaty. With COVID-19 cases in decline, the Biden administration says it intends to end the use of Title 42 at the border on May 23rd. Gosh, this is kind of giving me some flashbacks from 2016 when fear mongering about immigration was the hottest issue of the time, and I'm wondering if we're going to see a resurgence of that just because of these news stories, and also I guess just because of inflation, because of all these economic hardships. It always gets like, that's always how these things manifest. They just kind of put it onto this like, I don't know, I think it's a good
Yeah, you'll probably see a lot of people put the problems
Point the blame.
with there will probably be people that say the gas prices are because of immigrants in the US, which is completely false. So you'll probably see that at some point, which is just it's awful. But
now I have an actual serious question because I don't know. Is the situation with Russia and Ukraine correlated to the rise in gas prices, or are those two completely separate things?
because Russia is one of the biggest producers of oil.
Okay,
I believe Lukoil, I believe, is owned by Russian billionaires.
Okay.
So that you could see that.
But I also think it's worth mentioning that I do think there's also some like a degree of, or I guess this is to some degree speculative, but I think it's widely been acknowledged that the Biden administration has done a lot to try to alleviate the kind of the rises in gas prices. So I don't know. I think a part of it is also like how these, even the ones that are based in America, like how these gas companies are responding to it, and kind of like, well, we have this situation where it makes sense if our prices are higher. So, I mean, I guess why not keep them higher, even if these other options are available?
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's all in correlation to the Ukraine crisis, but it's a big factor.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is the completely wrong border. We're talking about the one here. We got way off track. I apologize.
No, it makes sense. But I do kind of want to add, because there's so much fear mongering around immigration. The National Bureau of Economic Research did put out a paper a while ago saying that immigration doesn't have a really large effect on wages, because that's typically the big claim that immigrants take jobs and they make everyone's wages lower by, I guess, kind of expanding the labor market and increasing the supply of labor so demand goes down. That it doesn't really work like that. There's a kind of low substitute, studies kind of unanimously show that there's a pretty low substitutability around migrant workers and native workers. So it's just not really something that people need to be concerned about.
Right. Well, that being said, we're going to head into a short break, and when we come back, we have news about headaches. That's fun. Tune in for that.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop.
So I've heard. I am just further concerned.
You're not alone.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay.
You're not alone.
Yeah, nah, I'm just waiting to be diagnosed by my mom now. Who's listening?
With what?
I don't know.
Your
A
mom comes.
headache disorder of some sort. I don't know. I've got something wrong with me because the headaches are constant, or if they're not constant, they're consistently days at a time.
Can I make a hypothesis?
Oh, you're gonna talk about lack of sleep and Monster.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's like, oh man, I wonder what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's all the time. Ow, wow. It's almost
Yeah.
like, gosh, it's so bad. It's almost like I never sleep.
You know.
And
Look,
I'm
I've
just
tried,
saying,
but she doesn't listen to me.
I'm just saying, it's like you know, input and inputs and outputs, you know.
You know, I recognize this, and I will take this into consideration
Yeah.
as I move
No,
on
you
with
won't.
don't
You're lying.
You know,
You'll say that.
embarrass
You'll
me.
say that,
it's
and then
like
3 a.m. Who's up at 3 a.m.?
You'll see me in the Discord. You'll open it. I'm not even
know?
saying anything. I'm just online. Like,
Don't
what are you
DM me. Only
doing?
real ones know what's happening.
I mean, I
Only
don't want to
everyone's no
say,
headache.
I don't want to say,
Say
I
it.
don't remember having a headache like the last time I had a headache, but now because I just said that, I'm probably gonna get one now.
Oh, you can take mine. No, I wouldn't give that to you.
Yeah, I can't remember either, but they are bad.
No,
Yeah.
it happens every
Yeah.
once in a while.
Yeah,
for
I
me.
hate headaches.
It's never
Cool.
fun,
No, it's
but you
not.
know, you just take care of yourself, and then
Yeah, like
it goes
medicine.
away.
Jake, not all of us are that based.
I mean, yeah.
All right, well, I'm glad we agree.
Only wish I could be that based and lack headache.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. It's not hard to take care of yourself. Just take a shower, or like, or eat some food that isn't like, you know.
Easier said than
bad.
done, Jake.
It's not
Eat
so
some
hard.
food in the
You don't have to
shower.
be based like me
That's
to
a song.
take care of yourself. Based like me.
No,
I like that.
eating
Though.
food in the shower.
Oh
That
yeah.
was the song.
I can't say the name of the band it's by though,
Copy.
Mm.
but that is an actual song.
I'm glad I know. Maybe it will cure my headache.
All right. Well, anyway, we're going to head into a short break. And coming up, we have an interview with a candidate for the SGA here at Montclair.
Oh man, I'm not prepared for something serious.
Unmute that. And welcome back to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. This is the Tuesday Morning Buzz. I'm your host, Kyle Pepitone, with my co-host, Jacob Goetz, joined with James Olatunji, the SGA Executive President candidate. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing very well, and yourself? Thank you guys for having me today. It's amazing. It's a great honor to be here.
Thank you for coming on the show. How was waking up? Because it's not easy, is it?
Well, I'm in the military, so like waking up is not a bad gig. Like I remember I usually wake up at like 04 in the morning, and now it's like 06. I got a couple hours of sleep if I got home around like 12 p.m. After 12 a.m. on from campus yesterday. I got a couple hours of sleep in there. You know, not a bad gig.
Well, you're doing better than most of us here.
Hey man, gotta take it as it comes. You feel me?
So, our first question: what made you decide to run for president of the student?
Well, it's a big thing. I feel as though right from high school I've been called to service, because in high school I was in different organization that that does community service to people.
Right.
I was in a ROTC. We went out there and do a little bit of community service. Then at the age of 17, I decided to join the military. I decided I don't want to come to college. And, my father convinced me to come to college, and I decided to come to college to continue that legacy. My first couple of years in Montclair State University, I wasn't active. In 2019, I got deployed as to a combat zone to Somalia and Djibouti. And then I came back and I was like, I need to get involved on campus, which got me into joining the student government as a legislature. And that's one of the reasons why I feel as though I want to get involved with running for president of student government. This is the second time I'm running also, back to back.
Yeah, no, we have a question about that. So you did run last time and you did not win. Could you tell us a bit about that experience and what you learned from it that you might be implementing now?
Well, the thing is, somebody told me you only fail when you decide not to try again. That's failure. Obviously, last semester I wasn't as popular on campus. I haven't done as much on campus, but I decided that we need a voice, a person who's not scared to speak up to the administrators, a person who is willing to challenge authorities, to make sure the voices and the demand of Montclair State students are heard. Because, pre-COVID, Montclair State was a different university entirely. Post-COVID, Montclair State is a different university entirely. So we need to change the stereotype and stop being comfortable in the situation we are in post-COVID right now, because we the students are getting comfortable right now, and that's not what Montclair State is about. Montclair State is a lively college and a lively institution. So that's why I just took my failure from last time. I learned quite a lot from there, and I made sure I try to impact the student government as just a legislature, because I passed a couple of bills that helped Montclair State University a lot, so I just tried my possible best to make sure I'm out here trying to make sure the voices of the students are heard and the demand of the students and organization are here. And Montclair State should be very much inclusive to all of the race and culture it has, because Montclair State is a university for low-income family and minorities in the society.
Yeah. And you mentioned pre, post, and during COVID, Montclair was different, a different campus in all three of those times. And since you've been part of Montclair State since 2017, what are some of the changes you have seen around college?
Pre-COVID, Montclair State usually had a lot of stuff going on outside, especially in the quad. No matter if it's in the middle of winter, in the middle of fall, in the middle before summer, there's always a lot of stuff. I remember the food truck. My favorite thing about the food truck is the ice cream truck. I miss the ice cream truck so much, because before I went on my deployment, I just go, after class, I come out, I see the ice cream truck, I get me some ice cream, I go straight to the library, and I'm in the library till dawn. I don't come out, I don't do anything. That's before I deployed. After I deployed, then COVID hit, and I'm like, oh Lord, what's going on? And all of these things that usually make Montclair State, like the activities we usually have, the event Slam usually posts, the student government usually come up with, they can't do a lot with these things no more. And the budget of the Student Government Association has been cut down because of the lawsuit we had. So the budget has been cut down because of the lawsuit we had. So it's just a lot of, can I say craziness? There's a lot of craziness going on in the student government right now. We just need somebody to get it right for me.
Yeah. And you've also had some pretty interesting campaign strategies. One of which was to go into class and ask professors permission to speak to everyone about your plans if elected as president. How'd that go, and how did it like work?
Well, basically, we're in a free country. I mean,
Yeah.
like, you only fail when you don't try.
Yeah.
Obviously, the least the professor could say is just no, yeah, I'm sorry, and I'll be like, yeah, no problem. But like, I have to try my luck and
Yeah.
be like, hey, professor, do you mind if I speak to the student, take 3 to 5 minutes of their time? And they will sometimes, most of them agreed. I mean, I tried it yesterday. A lot of professors agreed to me to do that,
Really?
and like that kind of like make me bond with the student, and they understand the passion and the fuel that's inside of me driving me, because some people just want the position just for the name of it.
Yeah.
I don't want it because the name of it. I have a career of my own already. I'm 22 years old and I'm a homeowner. So like, I'm pretty much set.
Yeah.
I don't need this for an interview, but if it comes, I don't have to put it on my resume. I just want to lead. I just want to make sure the voices and the demand of the students are heard. One thing that was interesting, I came to this building yesterday, and one of the professor for journalism, I asked her, and she let me, and she made sure all of the students in the class asked me questions. And I was like, wow, this is very interesting. And that's really, really good. That's what it should be about. It's not like you just give out flyers and say, vote for me, and you just blindly vote. Ask questions. I want people to ask me questions to know the reason why I want to run. That's why I did that. And I think it's a really, really good strategy. I spoke to a lot of people. I felt as though I connected to a lot of people as well. And it was really beautiful. It was a beautiful experience.
And as you said, you want to run to lead, not for the position. So if you are elected, what are some of your goals for the SGA?
Well, like I said before, I've been in the student government for 2 years as a legislature, and I've seen a thing or two, a lot of things. Well, my main thing is accountability, accessibility, and inclusion. For accountability, let's talk about parking services, dining services, rec services, res services, counseling and psychological services, and transportation services. Let's talk about parking services for a little bit. We all understand that students in Montclair State pay close to $400 for parking, and most time they try looking for parking and don't find it. This is not fair. And like, I spoke to the president of the university, Dr. Jonathan Coppell, and the vice president. Then we spoke. I had an idea as per how we could, fix this situation. I told him if we could diversify our classes, because to be honest with you, there are some classes we could take online instead of coming on campus to take. Like some language classes. I don't think it's 2022. I don't think you need to come on campus to take those type of classes, to be fair, because some people go online and they pay this, apps or whatever to take language classes, and they get it done and they're very fluent in these languages. I feel as though we need to adapt to the society, to fix some situation. If we're able to do that and diversify some classes, this will make space for parking spaces and will reduce the traffic we have on campus. Let's talk about dining. I've been in this university since 2017. So the dining is gone down the drain, and it's pretty terrible because sometimes they're on like, the food is undone, they have bugs in their food, overcooked, undercooked. There's not a lot of food options for students on campus, and I don't think this is proper because we're paying top dollar for Chartwells. Chartwells are the contractor for our food on campus. They're not doing a good job at it. Students are getting tired now. Students have to like order Uber Eats from different restaurants because like the food on campus is just getting repetitive, and it's very much tiring. Let's talk about counseling and psychological services, CAPS. Everybody know what CAPS is?
Yep.
They're not inclusive. Imagine a person on my collar who comes from somewhere. And like, I go to CAPS because of college is really, really stressing me out. I'm tired of college. It's draining. My professor don't care about me, this, that, and the third. And then I go to CAPS. I'm like, this is what I'm going through. They wouldn't understand where I'm coming from and the situation I've been through in the past. So like, how are they able to fix me? Montclair State is a university full of diversity, people of different race and culture, ethnicity. If all the people of different race and different color go there, how are they able to fix them? This is something that needs to be fixed because mental problem in university is real. People need to get their mental health right. And if the university is not doing a good job to do that for us, who's going to help us? This has caused depression, anxiety, failures in classes, and the worst case scenario, probably possibly suicide. This is not what we want here. We want the voices of the students to be heard. We want our demands to be met. This is part of our demands. Let's talk about the shuttle services. I am a commuter. I come to this campus. Obviously, there's no parking, so I have to go to transit to park my car. And then I have to wait for the shuttle in the cold in the middle of winter. And like one shuttle is just going to pull out from a village and start making the right to come to Sinatra. They just make the left and go back to lot 60. And I'm like, dude, do you want me to walk to class? This is terrible. I've been late to class a lot. In the middle of winter, I'm sweating just because I have to go up the hill to come to class in the middle of winter. It was pretty terrible. And these are the changes I am willing to make if I become student government president.
Yeah, and what do you think sets you apart from other candidates?
My passion. My passion. I feel as though because I have failed before, it takes a lot for a person to fail before and stand up to want to do it again.
Yeah.
Really. My passion and the desire to want to make sure the voices and the demand of the students are heard. I have had meetings with the president of the university, Jonathan Capel, the vice president, Dr. Flores. I've gone to all of the meetings that students need to go to understand what decision the administrators are making. I've gone to this meeting. I am a computer science major. It is hard. I got to stay up all night trying to figure out a program or write a code or something that works. But sometimes you just have to make that extra time. I don't leave this campus around like 12 a.m., sometimes 1 a.m. in the morning to go home to come back the same day and do the same thing again. This is passion that fuels me. And this is what people don't understand. You have to ask questions because some people just are very much passionate about what they're doing. And I'm very much passionate that I come to Montclair State for free because I'm in the military and like the military pay for my tuition. This is my way of giving back. My passion fuels me. I don't know if any of you guys were there when I was speaking to the board of directors. You saw I made sure the voices of the students are heard. A lot of the students were there, but nobody was willing to speak. It took a lot of courage for one person to speak for 22,000 students.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people could do that. It takes passion and zeal to want to do things like that. And I feel as though I have it. We need a person who's very much passionate, a person who will not quit, a person who's understanding, a person who could see the bigger picture, a person to always ask the difficult question, no matter how hard it is. I feel as though I'm that person.
I do want to ask you, since you talk a lot about representing, such a large group of people, which is of course a pretty big responsibility. And I think that in order to do that, I think that'd have to, in order to justify that, there'd have to be a pretty big involvement in like the campus community and knowing people and knowing the demands and knowing, the culture around here. Could you talk about a bit about your involvement on campus?
Well, like I said, I've been here since 2017 and I've been involved in different type of orgs. To begin with, I'm with BSU, Brotherhood, NAACP, Ladies First, the LGBT community for the Black and Brown people on campus, basically all of the E3. So like I've gone to different events, different general body meetings just to understand and see where the ed of the students are at. This is what I've done. Then I go to I'm part of the President 40 for Dr. Jonathan Capel. And we go to these meetings to talk about, these are the things that are going terribly wrong on campus. And these are the ways that we students want you to fix it. The main thing is there's a very big disconnect between the administrators and us, the student. So we need a middleman to bridge the gap between that. And that is what I'm trying to do. So being here since 2017 and going to different organization meetings, different body meetings, cultural meetings, I've seen things, I've heard things. Students are not satisfied with the service the university had given to them. And I feel as though I'm the type of person who could bridge the gap because the difficult questions that people are not willing to ask, I am willing to ask them. And I have asked them. The record is there in the SGA legislative meetings. We've had meeting with dining services, rec services, the health service center. We've had meetings with CAPS. We've had meetings with the president, the vice president, a lot of meetings. And I feel as though I'm the only one speaking because not a lot of people want to talk about this issue plaguing our campus community. And it's really, really terrible. Not a lot of people want to speak, but the people who are willing to speak, they feel as though I'm yelling too much. I feel as though people are just tired of hearing my voice because I just want to make change that everybody wants.
And a big thing with Montclair is that many students here don't know what SGA is or what they do. Could you
That's a big
explain a little
concern.
bit more? Because you, like you've said, you've been part of it for 2 years
Mhm.
already. You've gone to all these meetings. You've
Mhm.
had discussions with all these different organizations on campus. So what is the main picture that SGA is?
Well, the Student Government Association is a corporation separated from the university.
Right.
So like what the SGA is like we are like a union. Let's put it like a union, but for the student. You know, the student pays the SGA, like out of your tuition, they take student government fees. If you don't know, lately it's been around like $35, but in the past it was around $45.
Right. Okay.
So like they take it out of your fee. So like this is the fee that contributes to all of the event that Slime is hosting, Student Life at Montclair, CSI is hosting, Central Student Involvement on Campus, and like the student government and all of the orgs and clubs that need money, the student government is the one funding all of these bills. So like the student government is for the student. And for the fact that a lot of people don't know what the student government is a problem, because if you're having a problem, who do you go to?
Right.
We have to make sure the student government is heard. And how do we do that? We need a person who is passionate about the cause, a person to go to all of these meetings to shed light on what the student government is and what the student government is about and what the student governments are doing. This is what the student government should be like. We should fuel the rage and the fire in the students so they understand what they're paying for, because you're paying for this. We're just a separate entity. The student government is a separate entity from the university. And this is what it is. This is what the student government is. We're about the student and the student involvement on campus. We want to make sure you come and get your education from the administration, the faculties, and the staff, and also enjoy the college experience of Montclair State University while you're at it. And we need to make sure our names are known also, because we are the big people. Like we speak and represent the student. That's what the Student Government Association is about.
Yeah, no, that is really important for people to understand. I think that there's a similar kind of lack of knowledge around just unions in just generally in America, and I don't think it's like accidental. But yeah, big, I guess, wrap up question. Why do you deserve my vote for SGA president over Richard Steiner Auto?
First thing I'll say was Richard at the board meeting to plead your case for the raise in tuition. Was Richard there when the $10 million was withheld from state funding? The $10 million that could go in your pocket, $10 million that could support people from low income family, $10 million that could make a difference in people graduating and making a step for themselves and, you know, taking their family off the poverty line. Was he speaking for you like that? Did Richard come to your class and speak to you and tell you to ask him questions about what is his goal for running for student government? I don't want to throw Richard under the bus, but you know, I reserve my comments to myself. I don't want to say anything ridiculous, but he's not doing any of this. I'm very much passionate about this. I've done a lot of stuff from Montclair State University. I've asked questions, difficult questions. Richard is not asking those questions. Richard is just saying, vote for me. And I want to say it so bad, but I don't want to say that at the same time because I don't want to be controversial. Right. But really, if you look at my agenda and all the things I've accomplished on my Instagram page for Montclair State, the most important is supporting our Muslim brothers and sisters who are participating in the Ramadan month. They're able to, you know, fast. They're able to go to restaurants now to eat. Before it was not, there was nobody who advocated for these people. Anytime the sun goes down, the restaurants on campus, eateries on campus are closed. So like there's nobody, they have to spend money out of their own pockets, either order Uber Eats, DoorDash, or any of these food delivery companies. That's not fair. I advocated for these people so as everybody could enjoy what Montclair State is about. Now, because of their before the sun come up, they could go to a restaurant on campus and eat. And after the sun go down, they could go to a restaurant on campus and eat. I am for the people. I want to make sure whatever difficulties you're having is not a difficulty when you're in Montclair State University. This is the things I have done. Have Richard done anything as such? I don't know. Maybe you should ask it yourself. But really, though, we need a person who is passionate, a person who is a leader, I am in the military. I have people who follow me, who look at me, who listen to my command. People way older than me. You understand what I'm saying? So, like a person who could lead, a leader is not necessarily a person who lead in front. A leader is a person who is able to lead at the back, at the left, at the right, and at the front. If you're able to lead in this aspect, anytime something is not going on in the back, you would know how to control them because you've been there. If something is not going well at the left, you will know how to lead them because you've been there. If something's not going on at the right, you will know how to lead them because you've been there. This is what a leader is about. A leader speak for the people who are strong in the face but are weak at heart. A leader read outside of the line. People may not be speaking about the problem, but a leader is a person who understands what the problem is and find ways to solve the problem. This is what a leader is. This is what Montclair State University needs. And this is what the Student Government Association need. And this is what I will bring to Montclair State University if I become the Student Government Association president. Vote for James.
And
If you like.
one final question for those who might not know, how can the students vote this year in the SGA presidential election?
Well, for you to be able to vote, obviously some people are seeing my flyers everywhere. If you find a flyer, just scan the QR code over in there. And also you could go on Engage and go to the Engage homepage and scroll down. You see the 2022-2023 SGA election. Just vote for whoever your heart is at, whoever is answering the question you're asking. Literally, I wish you guys were at the debate to see all of the inconsistency in some of these people's remarks. Really, I'm very much serious. Like, the student needs to be involved. You need to know who your president is and ask questions. They're not doing that. They're just voting blindly. I stand on the table in the student center in a cafeteria with my megaphone screaming and telling people the reason why they should vote for me. This is the passion. I went to what's the other Blanton. I stood on the table and screaming my megaphone. It's on my Instagram, and I have people coming on my Instagram saying "Vote Richard." I'm like, dude, what is this, man? This is not proper. But at the end of the day, it's the passion, it's the fuel that vote, James.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
I love that, and you have my vote.
Thank you very much.
I know that's for sure. But with that being said, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we are going to have Emily McCormack for the Tunes on Tuesday segment. Stay tuned. Thank you so much. That was amazing.
No.
I'm going to do that right now. Welcome to the Tuesday Morning Buzz. I'm your host.
That was on air.
That was on air.
Why would
I
you
am your
do
host,
such a thing?
Kyle Pepitone.
Oh my
Joining
God.
my co-host, Jacob Goetz, newscaster Aiden Ivers, sportscaster Tanner Price, and segment host Emily McCormack. We're going to jump right into Tunes on Tuesday, kind of. First, we have Aiden Ivers with the newscast. Aiden, hit us again. What's going on in the world?
Sure, Kyle. Good morning, everybody. My name is Aiden Ivers here with your Hour 2 news and weather forecast. In national news, according to NBC.com, a nor'easter has caused people who live from the Appalachian Mountains to around upstate New York to be under a severe winter weather warning, with a designated area expected to have 5 to 10 inches of snowfall this morning. And in statewide news, according to NJ.com, New Jersey reported 901 new positive COVID tests after the Easter weekend, with 4 new deaths, and the state's 7-day range yesterday was up 151% from just 1 month ago. And in local news, according to Montclair Local, Mountainside Hospital off of Bay Avenue has become recognized in its, quote, commitment to the equitable treatment and public commitment to the LGBTQ visitors, team members, and patients, end quote, after receiving the leader title from the Human Rights Campaign Foundation. And in weather, today is a chilly day with a high 51 and a low of 40 under cloudy skies with usual reaching wind gusts, followed by a warmer Wednesday with a high 60 and a low 41 with sunny skies. And Thursday, we'll have another high 60-degree day with a high 63 and a low 50 with cloudy skies. And into the weekend, we'll have a high of 73 and a low 46 on Friday, high of 57 and a low 46 on Saturday. And on Sunday, we'll have a high of 61 and a low 47 with mostly cloudy skies. This has been your Hour 2 newscast and weather forecast here, 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Back to you, Kyle.
Awesome, Aiden. Thank you. And once more, Tanner, give us the sportscast, please.
Yesterday, the Mets and Giants were set to start a 4-game series, but then, whammy, Mother Nature intervened and the game was postponed. The teams will play a doubleheader today starting at 3:10 p.m. Game 1 will feature Tyler McGill facing off against Alex Cobb. In Game 2 is a marquee pitching matchup between Max Scherzer and Logan Webb. The Yankees will travel to Detroit tonight for a start of a 3-game set. Garrett Cole takes the bump for the 3rd time this season for the Yanks. Lefty Tyler Alexander is the starter for the Tigers. The game starts at 6:40 p.m. The Browns were in the news yesterday for something good, until they weren't. First, the good. Cleveland yesterday signed cornerback Denzel Ward to a 5-year deal worth $100.5 million, making him the highest paid corner in the NFL, surpassing the Rams' Jalen Ramsey. Now the bad. Per Sports Illustrated, the NFL is launching an investigation to determine if the Browns intentionally lost games in 2016 and 2017 to get a higher draft pick. This coming after former coach Hugh Jackson alleged in February that the Browns paid him to lose games, similar to what the Miami Dolphins were accused of by former head coach Brian Flores as part of his racial discrimination lawsuit. The Rangers return to action tonight as they prepare for the playoffs. They will try to ground the Winnipeg Jets at the Garden. Game starts at 7 p.m. The Rangers also learned yesterday that forward Capo Caco will be week to week with a leg injury he suffered Saturday versus Detroit. Caco had just returned from a hand injury that kept him out for 31 games. He'd scored twice since his return. The Islanders take on the Florida Panthers tonight at 7:30. And last night, the Devils defeated the Vegas Golden Knights by a final score of 3-2. In the NBA playoffs, the 76ers took a 2-0 series lead on the Raptors. The Mavericks tied the series at 1 against the Jazz, and the Warriors took a 2-0 series lead over the Nuggets. Tonight, the Heat face the Hawks in Game 2, the Grizzlies host the Timberwolves in Game 2, and the Suns and Pelicans play Game 2 of their series. It was announced yesterday that 4 NFL quarterbacks will be on this year's version of The Match. The 2v2 celebrity golf match will feature Buccaneers quarterback Tom Brady and Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers versus Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes and Bills quarterback Josh Allen. The event will take place on June 1st and will be broadcast on TNT. Back to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Tanner. And I don't get to speak yet because right now we have Emily McCormack, the music segment host, giving us the update on Tunes on Tuesday. Emily, what can we expect?
Oh, goodness. Well, this week's Tunes on Tuesday features 2 interviews one with artist Olivia King and the other with Sam Creighton, both interviewed by JT Bethea. Olivia King is a pop soul singer from Rhode Island, and she talks about her crossover between those two genres, taking pride in combining both of them in all of her songs. She's influenced by the music her mom played in her household, including Motown and R&B. As the only musical member in her sports-oriented family, she began writing music during college. During college, and speaks about how there's more of a set path for her brother who plays for the Yankees. She wrote her brother's walkout song, Messin' with the King, which landed her in Sports Illustrated, and her song was picked up by ESPN. She talks about her experience with labels and finding comfort in being an independent artist, especially in our age of TikTok and artists blowing up on social media. She also talks about the importance of making connections with her fans and thriving off of their feedback with her work. She's even giving credit to her fans who have helped her write music during her live streams. She's working on remixing some of her songs and working with other artists to reimagine them, and this collaborative artist will be released sometime in this summer, in addition to a new single. Our second interview is with LA-based artist Sam Creighton. She began music from a young age, but went to college for behavioral neuroscience. Her life changed when she joined her a cappella group in college. After moving to LA, she found more opportunity with her career, singing on tracks with artists such as Pentatonics and Good Charlotte. She pulls from her personal experience to make an emotional connection with her music and describes her music as pop, but pulls emotional intent from other genres. Creighton's next single, Heaven from LA, is about her working through writer's block, and she has more performances lined up and an EP coming out later this year. New music from Olivia King, Sam Creighton, and more when Tunes on Tuesday airs at 2 and 5 p.m. You can listen in for new music and good vibes. That is what's up.
Nice.
Thank you.
And do you have a discussion topic?
I do.
Cool.
So Sam Creighton got her degree in one subject and her life took a completely different path. If you guys were to pick a different major other than your own, what would it be? And what is something you could see yourself doing that's unrelated to your current major?
Music.
Retweet.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Does anyone have an answer? Because obviously, I know one for the second question. I want to do music and stuff, but like a whole nother major, I'd have to look through the campus catalog for that.
I
one.
would definitely be interested in doing like a sociology major as opposed to like a political science thing. Because I'm already doing a political science thing kind of. And that's pretty cool. But sociology is also like really cool. I think it's kind of cooler than political science. So if I had to do another undergraduate degree, I'd probably do that.
For me, sorry. Okay. For me, it would probably be like food science because I just find it really interesting. You know, the effects on certain foods on our bodies after we, consume them. I feel like because my major's common media right now, I feel like that would be a really, really good, new idea for me to explore.
You could tell us all about like what Monster does to you.
All right.
Keeps you awake.
I don't know what mine would be. I came here because they had the major I was looking for, and I didn't really look at anything else.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I don't know. There's not much else that I could see that I would want to do. I mean, I guess it would be cool to do music, but I'm awful at playing instruments.
Same here.
And also awful at singing. So that wouldn't work well for me. And also I see two of my suite mates are music majors, and basically they have class every single second.
Music majors
They have
are
7 classes.
School here is no joke.
extensive.
They have like 7 classes a day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
From the start of the day to the end.
Yeah. And that's a day. There's 5 of those in a week.
Yeah. And
I think.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. No, I have a friend who's a music education major and is like, yeah, I have to learn how to play every instrument.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. I think that knowing how to play the keyboard is like a required course.
Yeah.
Which is learning how to play an
Hmm.
instrument is a required course. That's insane.
I tried that once. I don't have the discipline to learn new things.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
Maybe I'll
it
learn
would
keyboard.
probably be if it wasn't this, I would probably try for like something not in college. I don't know, like YouTube, I guess, but I might still try that anyway.
Harder than it
Or-
looks.
Or something.
I'm losing subscribers
I'm
by
not-
the day.
I'm not going to
Lol.
become like an Instagram influencer model, because no one would do that. And then so I don't know. Probably be something outside of college. I don't know.
You've inspired me to become an influential TikTok dancer now.
Yeah. What have I
Kyle,
done?
Please
no.
don't. Please don't.
What have
no.
I done? Oh.
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 Am I famous yet?
He just looked like Squidward.
Isaiah, no.
Yeah.
No.
I was thinking Squidward. Oh. Yeah, now I'm picturing
You
Squidward.
people wouldn't know real talent if it hit you in the. I don't know what the line is.
No talent. No talent. No talent.
Lol.
I don't need talent to be a TikTok star.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Emily, what about you?
That's a great question. I posed the question and I don't have an answer.
Cool.
I think no, I probably also something music related, but probably more in like the production of, because I don't know how to play an instrument.
Like
and
mixing
it's
and
like,
stuff?
yeah.
That'd be
Because
cool.
I actually, like I've mentioned before, I really hated audio production, and then I took the intro class here and I actually really enjoyed it. So I might even take classes in it, but there's no major, to my knowledge, that really concentrates in that anymore.
There used to be a thing for TV that's audio
Yeah.
focused. There's also generally audio engineering. I don't know
Mhm.
how that is here, but I know the folks at William Patterson do it pretty well.
Mhm.
Oh, perfect. You already have a shirt.
Ugh, leave me alone, Kyle.
I
I'm
have a
sorry.
mic.
That
I have
wasn't
a
I
meant to be an
don't-
insult.
I don't know if I would have had the audio concentration, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm kind of interested in like looking at what the required classes once were, and then kind of gearing my major towards that. The only other thing I could think of is my potential minor is journalism. I could potentially major in journalism, but besides that, I'm like not going too far off, I'd say.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't probably stray away from my major either, because what I want to do is get paid a lot of money to talk about sports, which it could be a lot worse. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into it, I've seen, but so yeah. So
You
I probably wouldn't want to stray away from my major. So
That's fair.
You could be a Mets announcer one day, Tanner.
hopefully that's the goal.
Ooh.
The only major that came to me, I don't even know if it's a major offered here, something philosophy related, because as difficult as it is to understand, I like deep thought.
Our great philosophers, Aristotle and Kyle.
I went to a philosophy for lunch on campus once.
Oh, philosophy of lunch is great.
Oh yeah, if you don't mind feeling stupid.
It doesn't sound very filling.
It was a cool conversation. The pizza was decent, but like these were all philosophy majors, and I'm like,
Really?
hi.
Oh man. I don't know.
I thought it'd just be like your average Joes who wanted to have a deep conversation. No, these people spend their lives reading Plato. I'm like,
Yeah.
hi, existentialism. I know that.
Hey,
I have one of those crises
I don't
every
know.
day.
I'll have to go back to one of those because
I
when
haven't
went,
seen them in a
I
while.
personally didn't think it was that like. I don't know. I was kind of underwhelmed when I went, but I'm
Really?
sure it must have been different when
Well, Jake, you're not me.
maybe I'm just
I'm an idiot.
super big brained. Yeah. No, I don't know. It's because like it's funny because it's really dependent on who shows up. You know, sometimes
Yeah.
you know, the crowd doesn't speak that much, but sometimes, you know, the folks who are just, you know, the dorks show up.
Hey.
No, I wasn't referring to you. I
No,
was
you
referring to
are.
people who spend like their Friday afternoons like reading and like taking notes on some like thing they found in a library.
I'm
and then they go in and they're like, so the Hobbesian method of thought here is that
I'm number one,
and it's like
I'm the
okay.
number one subscriber on Socrates' Twitch account.
Yeah.
Every Friday,
Listen, all
3 p.m. Greece time.
3
Or
p.m.
was he Roman? I don't actually
Socrates
know.
was a
Anyway,
Greek.
hey, you guys want to do Battle of the Buzz?
Sure.
yeah.
That was a lovely transition. Isaiah, okay, Isaiah, do we want to do break first? I guess not. He is jumping right into. Okay.
Here we go.
Well, here's Battle of the Buzz.
Welcome back to Battle of the Buzz Game 2. We are going to be playing Mario Kart. So it's another one. We're going to be playing Mario Kart. It's going to be a whole bracket, the whole fancy ordeal. I don't know how brackets work because sports. That's why we have sportscasters. Sports. We are going to be starting off with Monday and Tuesday. Monday is playing as Dry Bones. And Tuesday's playing as Waluigi.
Anyways, yeah. Friday gets a bye in the first round of the tournament, guys, because they dominated week 1 or day 1
And Smash.
in Smash.
Yeah.
But it's okay, my friends.
Let us start.
And no one got the boost at the beginning.
No one.
I don't know how that's possible, but it happened.
Waluigi has a fly lead.
I like his little cape though.
Dry Bones just caught a good little.
Is that a cape?
You got this.
Waluigi still with an early lead. Dry Bones
Bones?
struggling, drifting now.
Dry Bones almost drifted off the track. Oh, and saved.
Dry Bones is somewhere.
Saved by the railing.
Left one.
Dry Bones is a bit far behind.
You know, Lara, if you were in the competition, what would your strategy be right now?
Drive faster than the other person.
Yes.
Go in a circle.
You know, when we're in an event like this,
It would be use the little speed boosties.
Yeah, boost.
I don't know how to use them, but you should use them.
I think we're underestimating the fact that we need to be.
It's looking a little dry here, ladies and gentlemen, with the Dry Bones.
Boo.
Boo, tomato.
Boo her.
Oh, Dry Bones almost missed the ledge
This is
on
getting
that fly.
hard to watch.
That was not fly of them, was it?
This is disgusting.
I know.
Boo.
Do we do losers bracket as well?
No.
No.
We're looking for winners. We don't care about losers, actually.
Waluigi is far up ahead and has already passed the track onto the second lap. Now Dry Bones is now on the second lap and has bumped into the railing. It's okay, Dry Bones, you'll get it. Use that power up.
Waluigi is coasting as if he was driving on Route 46 in the middle of the summer, windows down,
In
tunes
traffic.
blaring. Exactly.
Because we all know how the traffic is at 46.
And it's not like he's even going fast at this point.
He's just cruising.
Did
Or
we
Georgia
just-
Line. Oh my
Maybe
god.
Maybe your song.
You made me wanna roll my windows down and cruise.
Dude, that
Waluigi
was.
is approaching the
Shout out to
third
Nelly.
lap.
And that's it. Game 1.
Waluigi is
I thought that
on
was
hour
lap
3. Whee!
This is, oh god.
This is intense.
I would not say intense. No offense to Monday, but you are getting your.
I'm trying to. Okay, Dry Bones has
Cars
now reached the
destroyed.
third lap, third and final lap when the music gets all fisted fast and stuff. And there they go. Waluigi is cruising.
I think Kyle at this point is just enjoying the breeze.
Kyle is enjoying his air horn currently.
Is that what that is? An air horn?
So if you're near other players, you use it and then they stop.
Got it.
Waluigi might fly into a nice little victory right here, but he's almost there.
Clear skies here at Disco Church right now.
And it's game.
Round 1 goes to Kyle.
Goes to Tuesday.
Goes to Tuesday. Tuesday, would you like to say any words getting into the second round of the tournament? Kyle,
He is-
yet again,
Kyle is speechless.
speechless.
You have a booster.
So Tuesday takes the crown for
We
this
can
round.
exit out of this at this point. Monday, you
I can't
tried.
keep. I can't.
The
No.
swan song for Monday.
Monday
Hey,
now had the bullet.
shout out to Monday.
The Monday has.
What a run. What a run.
Monday just has the bullet to get to the finish line.
Next up, Wednesday versus Thursday.
No.
Hey, round two, everybody. We're starting things off. Producer decision. I've changed the map. I don't know what this map is. It could be the worst one ever. Mount Wario.
Why would you do
It's
that?
1-on-1 Wednesday versus Thursday. Steve Harvey versus Dr.
It's
Phil.
giving DK Summit.
It
is very much
DK
Summit.
You know, what could go wrong? Anything could happen here on Battle of the Buzz. Presented to you by Guy. It's not presented by Guy.
We now have Dr.
I don't know how this
Phil
boost works.
versus Steve Harvey.
Steve!
I think they filmed a video like this once in golf carts.
How do I throw it?
Get out of here! No! What? Okay.
I don't know how to play. Oh, I know. I'm going backwards.
I feel like it's
They
driving
can run a
forward.
morning show, but they can't race.
We cannot race, but I have the power of family with me.
Oh.
Laura, top left bumper is the throw.
Thanks,
Oh.
Lana.
Send him to the ranch.
What does that mean?
I'm going to the ranch.
A lot of times.
Bog, bang, bog.
Hey, yo, I'm on lap 2.
Oh, bumpers.
I got a coin and a banana.
Nana.
Guys,
Why did you choose this map?
I don't know. Oh, there's a
I
rock.
spelled his name wrong because I ran out of characters.
Wait, you made all these?
Yeah, they're me.
That's hilarious. You didn't download them?
No.
I respect you so much. I just imagine it's like 4 in the morning and Kyle is making all these.
Oh, don't worry. There's also Ellen, Oprah, Guy Fieri,
No, I could have been Guy.
John Imus, Howard Stern.
This is absurd.
Why weren't we Howard? Oh, I fell again.
Because we're public radio.
I'm feeling
I'm
Friday
not
is going to win yet again.
Unfortunately, we're not serious.
Here we go.
Oh no,
Oh,
actually,
dude.
I feel like Tuesday's gonna win.
Imagine if this was serious.
Don't underestimate me as I missed every single power up. Don't underestimate. I hit it. I hit it.
No, blue shell! How do I stop?
There's no stop.
There's no stopping that
Well, if you
girth.
have a star or a mushroom, you can have it.
It's so much girth.
Come on, Laura.
Here we go.
Poor Alex trying to cheer for me, knowing
This is
very
where
well that
dreams
I'm
are
not.
made of in round or lap 3.
I'm
It's
so.
not even lap because he's a straight shot.
Heat 3. What would you call it?
Second.
Segment 3, chapter 3, page 3. Oh, I've been inked.
Oh, you guys in the ink.
What?
This is getting weird.
Where's the we play each other?
What are y'all talking about?
Hit the boo, yes.
Daddy chill. Hey yo. Out of pocket.
What is going on here?
What?
Hey, yo.
What's going on?
Guys.
Wow.
Oh no! Two coming in!
Woo! No, I'm gonna get that finish line. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
did. I was like, oh no.
I did it.
Hey, that was great. I had a great time.
Me too.
Thank you, Steve.
It wasn't Coconut Mall.
It
but
was
it
not
okay.
Coconut Mall, but it was very close.
So, Isaiah.
Yes.
Who won and who's next?
Guys, Isaiah won. Steve Harvey, repping for the community.
Dr. Phil is.
We move on to next round.
Dr. Phil went to the ranch for
Dr.
that one.
I don't know what that
Send him
means.
to the ranch.
But next we got the final round. It's between Friday, Wednesday, and Tuesday.
Oh, we're doing
I think that's gonna.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
We're doing a.
Kyle, Terry, Isaiah, me, that guy, that woman.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the final round of Mario Kart for Battle of the Buzz. We have Tuesday, represented by Kyle Pepitone, who is Bowser Kite.
Lemmy.
I've been bamboozled, ladies and gentlemen. We have Terry Dickerson representing Friday as Baby Rosalina. And we have
The one and only Steve Harvey, our Lord and Savior.
Isaiah representing Wednesday. And we are playing on Rainbow Road.
Because Isaiah hates us and wants to lose his
2-1, and we have started, and Baby Rosalina just
Why
got the
can
boost.
I not get the boost, man?
We have Friday in the lead. We have Tuesday in the second.
If you guys don't let me win, that's considered racist.
Okay. Can we say that?
Ah!
Looks like Steve Harvey is fallen. And Tuesday has taken
Yo, I was
number
about to fall off.
1.
Man, that's
Friday
crazy.
falls, but gets saved.
I fell off. Honestly, I'm just hoping not to let Terry win.
Steve, you know, Wednesday's
No
got a little
offense to
boost.
you, Terry. You're great.
I'm sure you think so.
But I just want to win. And I honestly, I don't want Kyle to win either.
It sounds like Tuesday isn't first, though.
Not for long.
All right, well,
I'm gonna
Wednesday
hack
is
with
in
some
second. Bonk!
Yo,
Sorry.
I hate mushrooms on Rainbow Road.
Thursday just bonked the little speed boost.
Yo, you can fall there!
Steve Harvey.
No!
Steve
I
Harvey.
fell
has
again!
fallen. Steve Harvey has fallen twice, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, somebody help him.
Kyle
Who's
is
gonna run Family Feud?
Yo.
Tuesday is on the second lap. Actually, wait, they're all on the second lap.
I'm gonna blame the gas prices.
I'm not gonna comment.
Have fast money.
Thursday, well, no, no one's playing for Thursday. Friday just fell,
That's why it's
and you know Wednesday just zooms past Friday.
This is a very hard map.
You chose it. You can't.
I regret my mistakes. It should have been Coconut Mall.
You can't.
What did I say? What did I say? It should have been Coconut.
We don't have Coconut Mall. The DLC is not coming out.
Well, you know what? Nintendo needs to stop being
Greedy, man.
money hungry.
Coconut deserves to be in all our lives.
You know, Tuesday's still in first, Wednesday's still in second, and Friday's still in fourth.
All right. That was
Oh,
aggressive.
third. LOL, I don't know numbers.
That's a lot of talk coming from Monday, who's not even in this tournament anymore.
Yeah, that's why I'm keeping my mouth shut and just commentating.
Just save it for the physical events, not the ones that are better.
What physical events?
It looks like Friday has gotten the bullet to catch up with the other gang.
Can I get like a star or something?
And we are all on our
Yo,
third
Terry,
lap.
I take back what I said.
Friday is approaching Wednesday with it looks like Friday fell again.
Yo,
And it looks like
what?
Wednesday has fallen. Tuesday's still in the lead. Tuesday.
Lana, I'm sorry.
Tuesday is far ahead.
Lana, no.
Tuesday is far ahead.
It was a great run. It was a great run.
Yeah,
Oh, they took my boost.
they took your boost.
Boost?
Wednesday's boost is gone.
We ain't boosting no more.
Oh,
Oh, I hate the
Wednesday just got a boost.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't care about fun.
Lana
I care
just
about
shared her
winning.
wisdom. Is this what Battle of the Buzz is all about? Winning.
Oh. Why can't I get a bullet?
Steve Harvey is in. Oh no, he was Rainbow. And it looks like
Ah.
Tuesday steals the
Tuesday
crown.
won it.
They didn't steal it.
Ah.
It was there from the beginning.
It was there from the beginning.
Darn it. Tuesday victory speech.
Wait.
What do you think? Are you ready for the next event?
Not over yet.
It's over. It's over.
not.
Tuesday.
It's over.
Give a speech, please.
Yeah!
All waiting for Friday.
Yababuza?
We're always waiting for Friday.
Excuse me.
That was a compliment.
Oh, that was a compliment. Okay.
It was a good thing.
The people. Kyle, the people.
Hi. I would like to thank the Academy, my mom.
You just stole Friday's speech.
Oh my god, it's okay.
You literally
It's
stole
warranted. I already
Friday's speech.
This is giving copyright infringement.
Well, I also stole the victory, so.
Oh!
Stay tuned for tomorrow for another episode. guys.
Represent Tuesday, Yababuza.
Wednesday gonna get the dub.
Wait for it, because Coach is coming out of retirement. Coach is coming back. Coach is gonna play.
Wednesday,
Event's
guys.
over.
Event's
Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
over. Wednesday Cam's out of retirement. Tune in tomorrow, guys, for more Battle of the Buzz content. As Friday and Tuesday are tied. Bye.
Welcome to Coolsville. It's the Tuesday morning buzz.
Redacted.
Jake, can I get a cringe?
My me.
Cringe.
Thank you. All right.
Lol.
Hello, everybody. That was Battle of Buzz. I don't even know if we introduced that. I took off the wrong thing. I have been canceled by Isaiah. That's okay. I still want a point for
I
Tuesday.
second that. Don't look at me like that.
I'm looking at you like that. Anyway, welcome back to the Tuesday Morning Buzz. I'm your host, Kyle Pepitone, in the bright Hawaiian shirt. If your headlights are broken, call me. I'll strap myself to the front of your car.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm joined by my co-host, Jacob Goetz,
Hey.
newscaster, Aiden Ivers,
Good morning.
segment host, Emily McCormack, and
Hi.
sportscaster, Tanner Price.
Howdy.
There's no in the wrong. There's no am I in the wrong today?
We just
I'm
you
sad.
are you
Yes,
are
you
in the
just
wrong.
are in the wrong.
with that shirt you're wearing, you are in the wrong.
I can't hear you. I got sunglasses on now.
You're yes, you are.
Tanner, can you put your camera on?
Oh,
I was trying
Yeah.
to do it smooth.
Is Tanner in the wrong?
I was
Yes.
trying.
Turn your camera
Yes.
I
on.
was trying.
I was the
Uh,
talking voice.
Yeah. Okay. So we got news, but we also
Oh.
have to do legal things. So for the
Do we?
I have been banned from talking for the last 30 minutes. So
Yeah, leave.
we're gonna move
Yeah.
on to legal break because nobody wants to hear me in the second hour, apparently.
All right, word.
Yep.
All right. We'll be back in like 3 minutes, I guess.
We'll be
Maybe
back. Kyle will be
there
gone.
might be
No, Kyle.
there might be a new host in the next 30 minutes, like there was last week. So whatever.
Good.
Houston, the Hawk has landed.
Lol, what?
Lol.
No.
No.
No. It's my
Yes.
turn to talk.
No.
Aiden got his time. Tanner got his time. You got your time. Isaiah and Laura got their time for Battle of Buzz. It's my turn. I'm the host.
So for our next story, before we even get into this story, what do you all want to do with your receipts, Emil and Tanner?
Put them in a drawer.
With my what?
With your receipts.
Receipts.
You know those
Receipts?
things that you get when
yeah.
you buy something? If you ever want to return it, you can be like, hey, I have this thing that shows I buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I always hold on to it just in case. I always hold on to it just in case, like, my information's on there. Why? I don't know.
They usually build up in my wallet.
So
Well, what if one of your receipts was able to sell for the small price of $1.2 million?
Sold.
$1 million.
A receipt for a piece of invisible art by French artist Eve Klein literally did that, as it sold for 1.2 million at an auction. The receipt, part of Klein's imaginary art series as Zones of Immaterial Pictorial Sensibility, has been expected to fetch up to 551,000, but surpassed expectations by fetching a top bid of 1,100,000. The receipt was dated for December 7th, 1959, just a few years before the artist's death in 1963. The auction house said that the receipts are rare today because Klein invited buyers to participate in a ritual that involved burning the receipt and throwing half of the gold into the Seine River in order to make the buyer the quote definitive owner of the conceptual artwork. The receipt, originally issued to antique dealer Jacques Cougal, was one of 100 items being auctioned by Sotheby's on behalf of art advisor and former gallery owner Loic Mal. Sotheby's said Klein's conceptual artwork predicted the rise of cryptocurrency and the exchange of non-fungible tokens base. So what is crazier, the fact someone spent a casual $1 million on a receipt, or people actually bought invisible art?
I will.
Well,
never.
if you call in right now and are the fifth caller, you can win this invisible bar of gold.
Yeah.
What is invisible art?
Hey, I think the concept is interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna go to my class today and turn in nothing and call it invisible art. We'll see
Yeah.
how that goes over.
I think it'll go really well.
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe.
Zones of immaterial pictorial sensibility.
Those are too many big words.
Yeah.
I think that sounds.
Is there like
phenomenal.
a picture of this invisible art? I
Kyle.
understand the irony, but
This is worse than the banana.
oh, not the banana.
The banana taped to the wall. I don't know how.
Hey.
How do you
I've
spend?
done that too.
Is there just nothing there? I know.
Oh yeah, you get like the patent, so you could to do the thing in an art gallery, and then you just buy a banana and some duct tape and.
Why
paste
has
it up.
art become so ugly?
Okay.
Just,
who are
I
you to
think
judge?
in my.
Have you seen NFTs? They're the worst looking things on
Okay,
the planet.
NFTs aren't art. Let's get that straight.
Yeah.
Let's not get crazy here. NFTs, that's not art. Those things are created by robots, homie.
Okay.
Isaiah, get out of here.
I mean, I don't know.
Lol.
Have you seen those monkeys? They're the
Yeah.
ugliest things on the planet.
Yeah, no.
It's the worst. It's
Yeah, no, it's not art. But
I've never. I think what. Actually, speaking on the point earlier, when you said what major do you want to do, I think if my major doesn't work out, I'm just gonna get a bunch of paint, find a canvas, and just throw paint on it, and just be like, I put tons of thought into this work. Give me 50,000. Give me $500,000.
New
And
age-
someone would.
New age Jackson Pollock
Someone
over here.
Someone would do that. I saw.
Yes.
I saw
don't know.
I saw a TikTok video where a guy literally just painted on a canvas and then just put it up on eBay, and it sold for like $10,000.
Wow.
I will admit some of that stuff
wow.
is cool, where they hang the bucket from the ceiling.
Yeah, but
But like,
I,
come on.
I've never gotten people that buy.
I can't even get my family to buy my art.
Yeah, I can't.
You charge your family.
I need to make money somehow.
Why? I
Not
don't.
even a discount, Kyle.
Yeah, come on. Friends
It's
and
through through a third party site. I don't make the prices.
Okay.
friends and
Yeah.
family discount. No, I've never gotten this. Why spend this much money on?
It's just
Because it
I don't know.
makes you look cultured.
bourgeois folks gonna bourgeois, you know?
Yeah, you
This
can,
is
you
just
can
this
brag.
just makes me angry.
you can
I feel
brag
like-
to
I
How
don't
do
know.
you think I feel?
Wait, but I
Yeah.
feel like this always happens. Like there's always people kind of looking at these artworks and saying like, "Oh, what is this? Art is going down the drain. Civilization is crumbling."
Hi, you
Um,
called?
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like sometimes like
And then
stories like these end up just functioning as rage bait,
Mhm.
and it's normally rage bait with like, I don't know. There's a sort of conservative sentiment there of like, ah, yes, this modern art is decadent trash. we have to go back to the lovely stuff of the classical era. It's so nice and I don't know, pretty.
I mean, I could, but
I feel like I'm being
I
made
could see
fun
that.
of.
I could see that.
Yes, you are.
I can
Oh,
see
okay.
that
I'm
point.
kidding.
I can see that point
Okay.
being made when someone
Me
tapes
too.
a banana to a wall and gets a lot of money to do it.
Oh
I
my
could do
god,
that.
that's so crazy. Can you guys
peeking
believe this?
audio?
Ah,
Peeking
ah.
audio.
Oh no, he taped a banana to a wall and somebody paid a lot of money for it. Ah, that's so crazy. I'm so sad.
It's true. I love the
Tanner,
banana.
Get me an apple.
I'm so triggered.
All right. All right.
All right.
I will. I'll be
Tape a banana to the wall? Nah, we're gonna glue an apple to a door.
Kyle, I think that's a little too controversial.
I don't care.
Wow, we'll talk about this later.
I got it. You want to be controversial?
Yes.
Glue an apple to a windows. The world will explode.
Not a
Whoa.
window. It's
Hey,
gonna
hey, hey,
Kyle,
smudge.
tone it down.
No.
This is a little bit too much.
No. I'm calling
ready?
out Bill Gates right now.
Ready?
I'm putting
Hey,
an apple
hey,
on your windows.
You're calling
Hey.
him up.
Hey,
Mm,
Can we stop? This bit is stupid.
yeah, I think
Hey,
we're getting
no,
a bit
I'm
too
gonna,
abstract.
I'm gonna checkmate.
Yeah.
Put in duct tape and orange to the roof.
Okay, I think this bit immaterialized. This bit is no longer in a physical form. It's gone.
It's invisible.
News
art.
update. My mom called me a liar 2 minutes ago, and I don't remember what it was for.
Lol.
All right, word. Let's Isaiah is begging us to move on.
To this?
Do we? What do we?
Okay, so
He just put in an "Am I in the wrong?" I don't know if he wants us to do that.
I'm in the wrong.
we're trying to okay.
Y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to talk about robots or dogs? Unfortunately, they're not the same story.
Oh.
There are no robot dogs yet.
Yeah.
Okay, according to UPI.com, Guinness World Records said the
Guinness.
Chihuahua in Florida named Toby Keith was crowned the world's oldest dog, living at age 21 years and 66 days. That's, I did the math earlier. It was like 147 in dog years, something like that. Anyway, Gisela Shore of Green Acres said she adopted Toby Keith from a shelter when she was only a few months old. Quote, I was volunteer at Peggy Adams Animal Rescue, and one of the employees told me about an elderly couple trying to surrender a puppy because they could not take care of him any longer. I met with the elderly couple, and I was introduced to a tiny tan chihuahua. They named him Peanut Butter. I later changed his name to Toby Keith, end quote. Shore said she started to suspect Toby Keith might be the oldest dog in the world when he turned 20. Guinness confirmed Toby Keith's age at 21 years and 66 days on March 16th of this year, confirming the status of the oldest dog living. Chihuahuas typically only live to 12 to 18 years old. I don't feel like converting that to dog years.
A bunch.
Thank you. The oldest dog ever recorded was an Australian cattle dog named Bluey. The canine died at the age of 29 years and 5 months on November 14th, 1939.
Yeah, we got a picture of Toby Keith?
Isaiah, picture, dog.
Yeah, just click on the
Guinness?
link.
Think of a Chihuahua and now think of a 147-year-old Chihuahua.
Whoa. He still looks like a baby.
Yeah, well, Chihuahuas are to grow to a maximum height of
He just
3.
looks like a sad baby though.
I know.
My
My
name is Gisela Shore.
Like he's just looking down. He's got that like 100-yard stare.
Why are we still here?
Very still.
My grandma's dog.
Very
who's
contemplative.
Similar to this dog, lived for a lot of years.
That's cool.
He's got like the dog thing where their eyes kind of like tear up.
Yeah, stop. Now I'm sad.
Aw.
His
I just looked.
baby.
I wonder if this
My
is.
baby.
I wonder if this is intentional or not. I just
What,
looked it up.
the dog living?
No.
Whoops, it's still alive.
The singer Toby Keith has a song called "Every Dog Has His Day." So
Whoa.
this is this dog's
Toby
day.
Keith has a lot of days.
Toby.
Lol.
I don't listen to his music. I hate country music. So
Don't listen to this dog's music.
Ben Patrick wants to know your location.
Lol. Hi, Ben.
Hey, Ben is not here.
Hey, Ben, if you're listening, there's a chocolate milk in the fridge for you.
Hey,
Ben's
Ben,
not
if you're listening, no, you're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old do you, I don't know. I'm trying to turn this into a discussion topic.
Oh wait, never mind.
What?
Nothing. I just saw another story and I got excited.
What do you want? What story?
The robot coffee.
All right, robot coffee it is.
Okay.
Jake, you want to take it?
Sure.
Cool.
All right. Well, I'm sure we have all dreamed of a robot brewing our coffee.
Yeah.
You know,
Not me though. Stay safe.
I've. I mean,
we don't want to talk to Kyle anymore. Continue.
yeah, I've never really thought about that, but come to think of it, it would be really nice. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Sadly, Panera is teaming up with tech startup Miso Robotics to test a new automated coffee brewing system at 2 restaurants in Nashville, Tennessee. Panera is the first company to pilot the Cook-Right coffee system. It monitors the volume, temperature, and time data of coffee. The system combines this data with predictive analytics to assist restaurant staff as they brew batches. The goal is to help staff monitor and brew fresh coffee at the right time for customers. The restaurant's plan is to help employees invest more time in other daily tasks, like helping customers, not to cut labor costs.
Okay.
All right. All right, Panera. There are 80 Panera Bread restaurants in New Jersey. Neither Panera nor Miso Robotics has said whether the test will expand into other cities this year. The chain isn't the fast food restaurant turning to automation and Miso Robotics for food service. Chipotle Mexican Grill began testing a robot named Shippy to cook tortilla chips in March, and White Castle installed Miso's Flippy
too.
to robot in its restaurants in February to fry burgers.
You can't forget about Marty, the Stop and
Yes.
Shop robot.
Oh
whose
yes, of course.
purpose is still unclear.
Yeah, true.
Maybe finally it talks about White Castle. Maybe finally I won't have to wait. I won't have to wait 20 minutes in a drive-through line to get a milkshake.
I mean,
You
that's
don't
your
wanna
fault
know
for
how many
going to
times
White
Here's a
Castle.
solution.
That's right.
Don't go to White Castle.
That's right,
The White Castle milkshakes are better than anything. Okay.
Ooh, White
That's-
Castle burgers are disgusting.
Imagine knowing that.
White Castle.
Sorry.
My mom
I've
just
never
texted me,
been.
Marty harasses customers.
Lol.
This is not
So do
uh,
you.
We
White
had
Castle. White Castle.
yeah, whatever. What's
White
up?
Castle.
White Castle's great.
Thank you.
No, it's
It's great.
Mm.
Okay.
Less
Like-
than mid.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Foley. White Castle is great. Once, it's like medieval rules. Once a fortnight, you can have
Once a fortnight.
White
Once
Castle,
a
and it's delicious.
Once upon thine fortnight, thine will
No.
Like every month or
consume the
so, you
white
can
of
have-
castles.
You're
Okay,
my-
listen. It depends on the amount that you
Hello?
have too.
Yeah.
Because if you have like 2 sliders, you're chilling.
My
But if you-
dad's friend bought him 50
Yeah,
for his
yeah,
birthday.
That's a crave case. That's delicious.
That's
I
a
hate-
medical
Can't have White
problem
Castle
waiting
for
to
6
happen.
months.
I
No,
hate
it is. No,
here.
trust me. Like there's like a waiting period for your next. White
I
Castle
had
trip.
2 and I was sick.
there's a recovery period.
That sounds like a you problem.
It
He's
was.
on- he's on cooldown.
White Castle is still great.
White Castle.
The fries,
cooldown.
a little more salt.
That's your opinion.
It's a pretty good
That's my
opinion.
The most underrated thing on the White Castle menu, the mozzarella sticks. They're so good.
Dude, I can't even.
Mozzarella sticks.
You gotta be hungry now,
Guess
Tanner.
I'm going to White Castle tonight, baby. Let's
They
go.
are.
Oh,
You get mozzarella sticks from White Castle, and then a large vanilla shake, and you're set for life.
Hey,
this
I'm
is
a
about
large
coffee,
vanilla
guys.
shake.
I don't even know where a White Castle would be.
What?
Where are they? I've never been to a White Castle.
They're what do you mean? Where,
Where
are
are
they?
they?
They're like
I
a
can't
fast
picture
food
them.
restaurant. They're on every highway in
yeah,
existence.
you
Are
see them
they?
on
Yeah.
highways sometimes.
There's
but
not
they're
like
not
a
very
specific
common.
location they would be.
I'm gonna look.
You
Well,
can't
no,
miss
but I
them.
have,
It's
like-
a giant White, Castle.
I guess I haven't.
I
been
find
to
it
a
really
White
funny
Castle.
that the story just said multiple times, like, guys, this is automation for the sake of making it easier for
Daily
workers. We're not
tasks.
going to cut.
Can I ask what time data of coffee is?
time
I guess
data?
how
I'm
long it
assuming
takes.
how
Wouldn't
long
understand.
after it's been brewed.
Yeah.
Because
how
I
long?
remember when I worked at Starbucks, you had to kind of time it just
Oh,
to
really?
like make sure. So it's if it's been like sitting for longer than an hour, then you have to like brew another one because then it's like, not fresh anymore.
Well, don't order your coffee if you're gonna be an hour late.
Yeah.
What?
What?
No,
No.
That one's on the
no,
customer.
Kyle.
What?
The worker brews a
A
whole
lot of
pot of
coffee.
coffee.
Oh,
Per
Yeah.
cup.
I peaked the audio with that one.
Oh.
Dang.
But
okay,
yeah,
that
they
makes a little
said-
more sense.
I am a little confused about volume. What they mean by that? If they mean like
It's how
I
loud
don't
the
know.
coffee is.
Yeah, how bitter? Like, is that referring to like
I assume it means just like the
how much it's mixed in?
I'm
or
assuming
just like how
the
much
ratio
is in the container. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, like I guess like the water to grind ratio.
Gotta
That'd be my
Probably.
best
On the grind.
on the
on
grind.
the grind.
The fine grind.
But yeah, I saw not to cut labor costs wink for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We swear, we promise. Yeah, no, that's probably gonna happen. 'Cause
That's a
I know
bad
at
thing,
Starbucks.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Kyle.
Oh yeah, that means cutting pay. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm very dumb.
No.
I hear no disagreements.
No.
I said
I know.
no.
I know. I'm kidding. Although I planned to say that before you spoke. I'm sorry.
Whatever, you gotta be fast.
Yeah, and then also Panera does this thing where they don't make food until 10:30.
Okay.
At least here on campus.
Okay, don't attack me and Jake.
No, I'm not
We
attacking.
will win.
Anyway, can we talk about Chippy?
Yeah.
Chippy.
Chipotle's robot.
Oh wait, what does Chippy do?
I don't-
Makes
He's cook-
chips.
He makes
It's right
chips.
in the name.
That's pretty
Alright.
cool.
I mean, yeah, that's what he's.
I want their chips.
There's gonna be a movie where it's Chippy finding his own way in life. He's like, I'm just a robot who makes chips every day.
Disney
have-
Pixar's Chippy.
Disney
in theaters 2023.
In theater, coming soon to theaters. When a chip robot realizes he is more
When a chip robot realizes he's working for less than minimum wage.
he will
I mean-
embark on the greatest adventure
No,
of all
wait.
I
to
mean,
find friends.
if it's about a robot, then I guess that kind of becomes I don't think he's getting a wage, right?
Join Chippy,
I'm a little disappointed.
Marty,
at
Flippy
Chippy.
too.
Flippy too, in
Chippy.
Disney Pixar's Chippy
Robot
in
emancipation.
theaters
Yeah.
theaters this Christmas.
It's this nice wholesome trailer. Name of the movie: Robot Emancipation. Disney Pixar's robot rights.
Disney Pixar's food robot
Do you
emancipation.
think? Do you think we'll ever get to the point where like we'd have to like pay robots like a wage for like working because they're like sentient beings?
I feel maybe in like the mid future.
Not too far away. Doesn't
Mid-future.
sound.
I don't
that way.
know. I kind of
Like I don't want to say far future, but I don't think it's going to be immediate.
Did you just say like
Meet George
like
Jetson.
between the what did you say? The far future
And the not
and
too
the
distant
near future is the mid future.
I don't know. I feel like we need to get human rights all sorted out first before we care about robot rights.
Well, thing is, if you don't tip
Don't
the
let a
ro-
robot hear you say that.
yeah, no, and if you don't tip the robot, exterminate.
Oh no.
Exterminate.
Dude,
we are
Lol.
coming ever so closer to having the Terminator here. I'm not gonna make a joke.
no, I don't think that's gonna be
Oh!
I think if robot domination happens,
Maybe we should
that's
call
not
him
what
up.
it's gonna
Yeah.
look like.
Actually, I am. Maybe we should call him up. We should call up the Terminator and see what he thinks at 3 a.m.
Respectfully, I don't believe the Terminator's up at this time.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
he
not
is.
3 a.m. We only
No.
called the Terminator at 3 in the
I
morning.
I checked my phone. The Terminator was streaming at 12
Ah, okay.
midnight. He's
Okay.
most likely asleep right
All
now.
right.
Respectfully, I wish I was.
Who's
I gotta tell my friend like he's become a namesake at the radio.
Who hasn't heard of the Terminator? No, we can't have
Wait,
silence.
you're friends
Yeah.
with the Terminator?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's super
Yeah.
cool.
made a whole video about it.
Sarah Connor?
Lol.
Is like
Anyway,
That if there's one thing that keeps me awake at night, it's gonna be that that
okay.
video
Well, anyway.
that 1,500 people
Yeah.
have seen.
No,
1500.
Kyle.
Yeah, all the audience totally knows what we're talking about right now.
I called the Terminator for YouTube.
yeah.
That
Anyway,
was really
so-
All
helpful.
right, all right.
I looked up Chippy and I'm really disappointed. It's just a machine. I was picturing like googly eyes or something kind of fun.
That's the thing. I feel like I don't know. As long
Robots
as
can
they're
be
not
more
like
fun.
humanoid.
Yeah.
You don't- you
have
don't
you
have to
seen
worry
those? They're
about-
terrifying.
They are
Yes,
kind of
don't
spooky.
tell me.
All right, we have 5 minutes. Isaiah has banned us from the Robo Talk.
No more Robo. We're
No more.
freaking you out, Isaiah.
All right, hang on.
Isaiah
Wait,
is
Kyle.
robophobic.
The last Tuesday buzz of the
Nice.
semester. The last Tuesday buzz. Can we play that video of you
What?
calling the Terminator?
Yes. Yes.
I have to make sure it's clean.
What
But
was that sound?
if Isaiah gives the go ahead, I will agree to play it.
Cool.
I will be leaving the room. What? Anyway, it's
Anyway,
just a prank, bro.
I've been dumped for far less.
It's just a prank, bro. Police have started an investigation following multiple people that were hit in the face with plates of whipped cream in Greenville. According to the Greenville Police Department, officers were called to an assault around 2:30 p.m. near Main Street Bridge downtown. What kind of assault could it have been? Well, I already told you.
Coach.
Officers said a woman was walking on the sidewalk, pushing her child in a stroller, when a man hit her in the face with a plate of whipped cream.
Gotcha.
Investigators said there were multiple instances of that happening the same day. It is also believed to be the same guy. Greenville police released a photo showing the man they said was responsible and later identified the suspect as 22-year-old Andre Eugene Moore Gerald of Greenville. Police issued a warrant for his arrest on charge of assault and battery. According to the warrant, officers identified the suspect through surveillance video and his YouTube videos of similar instances where he was wearing the same clothing. So watch out or you'll be pied.
He's so smug. He's so excited.
Did you just say he looks so smug?
Yeah.
it's just-
There's just a picture of
Look at what
him
I'm doing.
holding the whipped cream, and he's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm holding whipped cream.
Watch out."
I
Lol.
imagine this happening, and then you just see it's just for my YouTube. It's just for my YouTube, and then
I want to imagine like he doesn't come up behind the person. Like this woman was pushing her child down the sidewalk. This man comes barreling towards her from the other end of the sidewalk, and she just doesn't do nothing.
Yeah, it just man, I think it's funny that they had to hit him with assault and battery.
Isaiah said he should have pied the kid.
Lol.
That would have been crazy. But like, wow, like I guess like it is technically assault, but like, come on,
Yes.
it's pie.
But not like, well, no, it wasn't assault. It was a plate of whipped cream.
I
So
mean,
it's
he
not
got charged with assault.
You don't
I
do
know.
that
There-
in
there was
broad
a-
daylight.
there was a
Never
joke
mind.
in there.
It was a
Oh
bad
my
joke.
gosh.
Imagine
I'm sad now.
the
Has anyone have any of you ever been pied with like an actual pie?
No, it's
Or is
just
it
Not
always
an
whipped-
actual
always whipped
pie, it's
cream.
Always
just a
whipped cream
plate.
on a
Why would
plate.
you waste a perfectly a pie?
Exactly.
Because
doing
pie
dumb
is mid.
stuff?
You know, whipped cream's mid. Whipped cream's mid.
What?
Wait, actually, that's way too. That's like
What?
saying music is mid.
Wait, who? Me or
Wait.
Aiden?
I don't know what Aiden said.
Aiden said whipped cream is mid.
Whipped cream is a specific thing, so you can actually have an opinion on that. And I don't know.
What?
I
Yeah,
don't
food is
agree.
mid.
You
Yeah,
say
food
whipped-
generally is mid. Like,
Whoa,
Also,
At least
Isaiah
the-
said he'd like to be smacked with a churro, and I don't know what that means.
whoa,
Means
wait,
exactly
did you
what
wait? No,
think
no,
it
no.
does.
Did
No,
you-
not
did you-
anymore.
Did you just say whipped cream is mid?
Yes.
No, that is
How?
a
Stand my
one.
ground.
I technically I
How?
can understand it because it's not the most
It's
flavorful
not-
thing in
it's
the world,
not
but
the-
it's
It
so
No,
nice.
whipped cream is just funny.
It's
just
just
the
so
thing.
nice.
It's just the thing.
Is
The
this
actual
just a joke
taste of
to
whipped
you,
cream-
Kyle?
The actual taste of whipped cream is okay. It's just fun to
Yeah.
play with. Like you
Yeah,
can
I mean-
think whipped cream is mid, but would you not just down an entire can?
No.
I mean, it's
No,
good.
I would.
You don't know how to live.
Okay.
Throwback to the holiday party.
Oh yeah, Kyle was down.
Lol.
I wasn't the only one.
Lol.
We have
Most
photos of Kenny.
enthusiastic.
Never mind. You were not supposed to. We're not. This has been the Tuesday morning buzz. Welcome back, everybody. No, wait. I'm ending the show.
Wait, that's the opposite.
That's the opposite. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Jake, how would you rate this episode?
Would it bye
be-
everyone?
Okay. I'm your host, Kyle Pepitone. Co-host Jacob Goetz, sportscaster Tanner Price, newscaster Aiden Ivers, music segment host Emily McCormack. I didn't mess it up.
Wow.
This is 90.3 WMSC.
I'm
Vermont
Fred
Player.
Beans.
King's Chaos is next. If you want to hear more of me for some reason, you can still tune into that. Bye.
Yeah.